North American wolf. The wolf is the largest extant member of the family Canidae and is further distinguished from coyotes and jackals by its broader muzzle, shorter ears, shorter body, and longer tail. It is slender and powerfully built, with a large, deep chest, sloping back, and a well-muscled neck. The wolf's legs are slightly longer than those of other canids, which helps the animal move quickly and cross the deep snowpack that covers most of its geographic range in winter, although shorter-legged ecotypes are found in some wolf populations. The ears are relatively small and triangular. The wolf's head is large and heavy, with a broad forehead, strong jaws, and a long, blunt snout. The skull is 230 to 280 millimeters, 9.1 to 11.0 in, long, and 130 to 150 millimeters, 5.1 to 5.9 in, wide. The teeth are heavy and large, making them better suited to crushing bone than those of other dogs, although they are not as specialized as those of hyenas. Their molars have flat chewing surfaces, but not as flat as those of coyotes, which have a diet higher in plant matter. Females tend to have narrower muzzles and foreheads, thinner necks, slightly shorter legs, and less massive shoulders than males. Adult wolves are 105 to 160 centimeters, 41 to 63 in, long, and 80 to 85 centimeters, 31 to 33 in, tall at the shoulder. The tail is 29 to 50 centimeters, 11 to 20 in, long. The ears are 90 to 110 millimeters, 3.5 to 4.3 in, high, and the hind legs are 220 to 250 millimeters, 8.7 to 9.8 in, long. The size and weight of modern wolves increase with latitude according to Bergmann's rule. The average body mass of wolves is 40 kilograms, 88 pounds, with the smallest recorded specimen being 12 kilograms, 26 pounds, and the largest being 79.4 kilograms, 175 pounds. On average, European wolves weigh 38.5 kilograms, 85 pounds, North American wolves 36 kilograms, 79 pounds, and Indian and Arabian wolves 25 kilograms, 55 pounds. Females in any wolf population are typically 5 to 10 pounds, 2.3 to 4.5 kilograms, lighter than males. Wolves weighing more than 54 kilograms, 119 pounds, are uncommon, although exceptionally large individuals have been recorded in Alaska and Canada. In central Russia, exceptionally large males can reach 69 to 79 kilograms, 152 to 174 pounds. Wolves have a very dense and soft winter coat, with a short undercoat and long, coarse guard hairs. Most of the undercoat and some of the guard hairs are shed in the spring and grow back in the fall. The longest hairs are on the back, especially on the forequarters and neck. The long hairs are especially long on the shoulders and almost form a crest on the upper part of the neck. The hairs on the cheeks are long and form tufts. The ears are covered with short hairs that stick out from the coat. Short, elastic, close-lying hairs are found on the limbs from the elbows down to the heel. The winter coat is highly resistant to cold. Wolves in northern climates can rest comfortably in open areas at temperatures of -40 degrees Celsius, -40 degrees Fahrenheit by placing their muzzles between their hind legs and covering their faces with their tails. Wolf fur is a better insulator than dog fur and does not accumulate ice when warm breath condenses on it. In cold climates, wolves can reduce blood flow near the skin to conserve body heat. The warmth of the paw pads is regulated independently of the rest of the body and is maintained at a level just above the freezing point of the tissue where the pads come into contact with ice and snow. In warmer climates, the fur is coarser and rarer than that of northern wolves. Females tend to have finer fur than males and generally develop the smoothest overall coat as they age. Older wolves often have more white hair on the tip of the tail, along the nose, and on the forehead. Winter fur is retained longest in lactating females, although some hair is shed around their nipples. The length of the fur on the mid-back is 60 to 70 millimeters, 2.4 to 2.8 in, and the guard hairs on the shoulders usually do not exceed 90 millimeters, 3.5 in. but can reach 110 to 130 millimeters, 4.3 to 5.1 in. The color of a wolf's coat is determined by its guard hairs. Wolves typically have some white, brown, gray, and black hairs. The Eurasian wolf's coat is a mixture of ochre, yellow to orange, and rusty ochre, orange/red/brown, with a light gray. The muzzle is light ochre gray, and the lips, cheeks, chin, and throat are white. The top of the head, forehead, under and between the eyes and ears are gray with a red membrane. The neck is ochre. Long, black hairs along the back form a broad stripe, with black tips on the shoulders, upper chest, and rear of the body. The sides of the body, tail, and outer limbs are a pale dirty ochre, while the undersides of the limbs, belly, and groin are white. With the exception of pure white or black wolves, these color tones vary little between geographic areas, although these color patterns do vary between individuals. In North America, wolf coat color follows Gloger's rule, with wolves in the Canadian Arctic being white and wolves in southern Canada, the United States, and Mexico being predominantly gray. In some areas of the Rocky Mountains of Alberta and British Columbia, the coat color is predominantly black, with some being blue-gray and some being silver and black. There is no sex variation in coat color in Eurasia. Females tend to have a redder shade than in North America. The black wolves of North America acquired their coat color from a mixture of wolves and domestic dogs after the first dogs arrived across the Bering Strait 12,000 to 14,000 years ago. Research on the inheritance of white color from dogs to wolves has not yet been conducted. Wolves occur throughout Eurasia and North America. However, deliberate human persecution for livestock and fear of human predation has reduced the wolf's range to about one-third of its historical range. Wolves are now extirpated, locally extinct, from much of their range in Western Europe, the United States and Mexico, and completely from the British Isles and Japan. In modern times, wolves occur mainly in wilderness and remote areas. Wolves can be found at altitudes between sea level and 3,000 meters, 9,800 feet. Wolves inhabit forests, inland wetlands, scrublands, grasslands, including Arctic tundra, prairies, deserts, and Rocky Mountain peaks. Habitat use by wolves depends on prey abundance, snow conditions, livestock density, road density, human presence, and terrain. Like all terrestrial mammals that are pack hunters, wolves primarily feed on ungulates that can be divided into large species, 240 to 650 kilograms, 530 to 1,430 pounds, and medium species, 23 to 130 kilograms, 51 to 287 pounds, with a body mass similar to the combined mass of the pack members. Wolves specialize in hunting vulnerable individuals of large prey, with a pack of 15 animals being able to take down an adult moose. Dietary differences between wolves living on different continents are based on the diversity of ungulate mammals and the smaller, domesticated prey available. In North America, the wolf diet consists primarily of wild large ungulates, and medium-sized mammals. In Asia and Europe, their diet consists mainly of wild medium-sized ungulates and domestic animals. Wolves depend on wild animals and, where these are not readily available, as in Asia, they depend more on domestic animals. Throughout Eurasia, wolves primarily prey on elk, red deer, sika deer, and wild boar. In North America, important prey across a wide range are moose, elk, caribou, white-tailed deer, and mule deer. Before they were extirpated from North America, wild horses were one of the most frequently consumed prey by North American wolves. Wolves can digest their meals in a few hours and may eat several times a day, making rapid use of large amounts of meat. A well-fed wolf will store fat under the skin, around the heart, intestines, kidneys, and bone marrow, especially in the fall and winter. However, wolves are not fussy eaters. Smaller animals that can supplement their diet include rodents, hares, insectivores, and smaller carnivores. They often eat waterfowl and their eggs. When these foods are not enough, they hunt lizards, snakes, frogs, and large insects when available. In some areas, wolves may eat fish and even marine life. Wolves also eat some plants. In Europe, they eat apples, pears, figs, melons, berries, and cherries. In North America, wolves eat blueberries and raspberries. They also eat grass, which may provide some vitamins, but is most likely used primarily to induce vomiting to remove intestinal parasites or long guard hairs. They are known to feed on the fruits of rowan, lily of the valley, blueberry, blackberry, European nightshade, cereal crops, and reed shoots. In times of scarcity, wolves will readily scavenge. In areas of Eurasia with heavy human activity, many wolf populations are forced to subsist primarily on livestock and garbage. As North American prey continues to occupy habitats suitable for low population densities, North American wolves feed on livestock and garbage only in dire circumstances. Cannibalism is not uncommon among wolves during the harsh winter, when packs often attack weak or injured wolves and may scavenge on dead pack members. Wolves often dominate other canids in areas where both species live. In North America, wolf killing of coyotes is common, especially in the winter, when coyotes prey on coyote carcasses. Coyotes may raid coyote dens, dig up burrows, and kill their pups, although they rarely eat them. There are no records of coyotes killing coyotes, although coyotes may chase coyotes if they are outnumbered. According to a 1921 United States Department of Agriculture press release, the infamous Custer wolf relied on coyotes to keep him company and warn him of danger. Although they ate his prey, he never allowed them to come near him. Interactions between wolves and golden jackals have been observed in Eurasia, with golden wolf populations being relatively small in areas with high wolf densities. Wolves also kill red foxes, Arctic foxes, and Corsac foxes, often in disputes over carcasses, sometimes eating them. Wolves are social animals. Their populations consist of packs and solitary wolves, most of whom temporarily live alone while they disperse from the pack to form their own packs or join other packs. The basic social unit of wolves is the nuclear family, consisting of a mated pair and their young. The average pack size in North America is 8 wolves and 5.5 in Europe. The average pack across Eurasia consists of a family of 8 wolves, 2 adults, a pup, and a yearling, or occasionally 2 or 3 such families, with examples of extremely large packs of up to 42 wolves known. Cortisol levels in wolves increase significantly when a pack member dies, indicating the presence of stress. During periods of abundant prey due to calving or migration, different wolf packs may temporarily join together. Wolves communicate by vocalization, body posture, scent, touch, and taste. The phase of the moon does not affect wolf vocalizations, and contrary to popular belief, wolves do not howl at the moon. Wolves howl to rally the pack, usually before and after hunting, to sound alarms, especially at dens, to locate each other during storms, when crossing unfamiliar territory, and to communicate over long distances. Under certain conditions, wolf howls can be heard in areas up to 130 square kilometers, 50 square miles. Other sounds include growls, barks, and whines. Wolves do not bark as loudly or continuously as dogs when confronted. Instead, they bark a few times and then run away from the perceived danger. Aggressive or assertive wolves are characterized by slow and cautious movements, a high body posture, and erect fur, while submissive wolves have a low body, flat fur, and drooping ears and tails. Wolves are monogamous. Mating pairs usually stay together for life. If one mate dies, another mate is quickly found. In the wild, inbreeding does not occur, while outbreeding may occur. Wolves reach sexual maturity at 2 years of age and are sexually mature at 3 years of age. The age of first breeding in wolves depends largely on environmental factors. When food is abundant or when the wolf population is strictly managed, wolves may raise young at a younger age to better exploit the abundant resources. Females are capable of giving birth every year, averaging 1 litter per year. Estrus and estrus begin in the second half of winter and last for 2 weeks. Dens are usually built for cubs in the summer. When building dens, female wolves use natural shelter such as rock crevices, overhanging cliffs, and holes with thick vegetation. Occasionally, dens are occupied by smaller animals such as foxes, badgers, or prairie dogs. Occupied dens are often expanded and partially rebuilt. In rare cases, female wolves dig their own dens, which are usually small and short with 1 to 3 openings. Dens are usually built no more than 500 meters, 1,600 feet, from a water source. Dens are usually oriented to the south, where they can be better warmed by sunlight and snow can melt more quickly. Resting areas, play areas for cubs, and leftover food are often found around wolf dens. The odor of urine and rotting food emanating from the den area often attracts scavenging birds such as magpies and crows. Although they mostly avoid areas within sight of humans, wolves have been known to nest near houses, paved roads, and railroads. During pregnancy, female wolves stay in dens located far from the outskirts of their territory, where there is less chance of violent confrontations with other packs.